All right. Hello, welcome to the story of Stellaluna. I'm coming a little closer so you can see this beautiful book, and then you can get it out from the library or ask your parents to get it from the library for you. So we start with a nice little breathing exercise, and this one is called flower breath. So flower breath is like you are smelling your favorite flower, something that smells absolutely delicious. But since today it's about Stellaluna, which is a fruit bat, I was thinking maybe you think of your favorite fruit. And if you don't really have a favorite fruit, then just think of that favorite flower. All right. So I'm thinking maybe of strawberries, and I'm taking a deep breath in. That smells really good. Let's do it 2 more times. Maybe you think of another fruit or maybe another flower that you really, really like. And then the last one. Now we are ready for the warm-up. So again, let's think about our favorite fruit, and we are making a fruit salad. Now, we're making a big bowl. So put your feet together and make a big round bowl, right? And then we are getting some fruits ready. So I think I might like to start with some strawberries. So take the strawberries and put them into the fruit bowl. Turn over to the other side and get maybe some bananas and put them in. And then again over here and we get some peaches. Put them in the fruit bowl. Turn over to the other side and then we find some pineapple and put them in the fruit bowl. Then we reach over one side, reach all the way up, and you get some coconut flakes. And then we reach over to the other side and we get some vanilla and we put it all over that beautiful fruit bowl. And then hold on to your knees or to the side of your fruit bowl and start circling, stirring that beautiful bowl of fruits. All right, and then we change the direction. All right, and then let's stir it with a big spoon. Get your big spoon, get one big spoon and start stirring this way. And put that spoon down, get the other spoon and stir the other way. And then change the direction again with this one. And then let's get ready and eat some fruit. So hold on to your feet and just lean over that fruit bowl. Take your time, let the head finger down and relax the head and the shoulders and eat the fruit bowl. No, not the fruit bowl, the fruit in the fruit bowl. All right, that was a little warm up. So next, let's start with the story of Stellaluna. Stellaluna's mom was a fruit bat, and she just had that little baby, and she loved that little baby very, very much. So stretch your arms out to the side and give yourself a big, big hug. Oh, she said, I love you so much, and I'm going to name you Stellaluna. Open up your arms again, and then cross your arms the other way and hug yourself one more time. Because one night, Stellaluna and her mom were flying out through the night. looking for some nice fruit. And Stellaluna was clutched like this to her mother's chest. They were flying through the night, and suddenly they were spotted by an owl. Come onto your knees. And we make some owl wings now. Lift your arms all the way up and all the way back down. 2 more times. Lift the arms all the way up and all the way down. I think I can see some owl wings moving. 1 more time, all the way up and all the way down. Oh, they got attacked by the owl. And Stellaluna's mom tried to escape, but she got knocked out. And let's do a big jump. Come onto your hands and your feet. And after 3, jump high up into the air. 1, 2, 3, and jump. And Stellaluna flew away from her mom, but her wings were so young that they were not strong enough to make her fly. So she fell down towards the earth. So come onto your hands and your knees, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up high. Down, down, down she fell towards the big and dark forest. Come onto your knees again, and from here come onto your belly. Wiggle with your hips a little bit, put your arms right beside, lift your legs and your arms, and imagine you are falling, flying down from very high above. Oh, she landed in a tree, and she was holding on upside down with her toes, with her feet on a branch. So lie on your back and get your legs all the way up into the sky. Maybe you can wiggle your toes, maybe you can move your feet, and then just curl your toes and imagine you are holding on to the branches of a tree. Oh, she was holding herself. She put her wings around her one way, and she was thinking, Mother, where are you? And open your arms, and then cross your arms the other way again. And she was holding on the whole night. But by morning, her feet, the muscles in her feet, got so tired that she finally let go and she fell again. Come onto the hands and knees, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up high. She was falling, and plop, she fell. Come back into crisscross applesauce, right into a nest. I wanted to show you the pictures, but I think we're too far away. She fell into a bird's nest. Let's make a bird's nest. So our bird's nest looks a little bit like the fruit bowl you just had, right? So put your feet together and make a round bird nest. And in the bird nest, there were 3 little baby birds. One was called Pip. The other one was called Flap, and the other one was called Flitter. So they were saying, what was that? They were tweeting. So put your arms around and make a beak with your arms. So one was saying, what was that? The other one was saying, I did not see anything. And suddenly they said, be quiet. Mama bird is coming. Mama bird came and she had lots and lots of food for the birds. But a fruit bat does not like bugs. So Stellaluna was hanging on the side of the nest. So again, come onto your knees. Stretch one leg out to the side. Put one hand onto the leg. Lift your arm all the way up and reach up. She was hanging on the side of the nest. And slowly come back down. Bring your knee back down and then stretch the other leg out. Put your hand onto that leg. Lift your arm all the way up and slide her arm down. She was hanging there for a long time, and she got hungrier and hungrier by the minute. So then she decided she would climb back into the nest, and she would open her mouth wide, and she would eat whatever she would get. So come, get ready. We are clambering back into the nest. Now, come onto your knees and onto your toes. So have a look back and see if you can touch your heels with one hand, and then maybe with the other hand. And let's see if you can hold on with both hands. Whoa! And then lift your gaze, your eyes towards the sky. And Mama Bird came and she plopped into Stellaluna's mouth a big green grasshopper. Oh no, let's come into grasshopper pose. So we're going to come onto the hands and the knees, and then we put one foot in front of us, right? And then we put the hands right beside the foot. We tuck the back toe under, so you can stay here and be in grasshopper pose. You can also lift your back knee and be a very green grasshopper. Now let's switch to the other side. Come back onto the knees, hands, and then bring your other foot forward. Put your hands down and then tuck your toes under if you like, and lift your knee. Grasshopper pose. Or if you like, maybe put one arm up. Maybe you can put two arms up. Whoa, are you wobbly? I'm wobbly. And then put your hands back down. Bring your knee back down onto the floor. And then bring your knees back together. Oh, she could not believe that she was eating a grasshopper. But she felt this was a special place. Mama Bird was looking after the baby birds. And then Mama Bird was looking after Stellaluna too. So Stellaluna was doing everything that a little bird would do. Come back into Christmas applesauce. Just for a moment. She would be awake all day. Oh, this was very tough for a bat. She would be a little bit short of sight, right? So put your binoculars on and pretend you are a bat looking for a bird that would bring you some bugs. So turn to the right, turn to the left. Can you see any birds? And she would sleep all night. And that was also not very easy for a bat to do, because bats, they are active at night. So rub your hands and put them over your eyes. Try to calm those bad eyes down. But one thing Stellaluna still wanted to do was sleeping upside down. So she would hang by her feet. She always did, right? So come all the way up, open your feet wide, and then try to hold on to the floor, and then fold forward so that you are upside down. How does that feel? Does that feel good to you? It feels good for a little while, but could you sleep like that? Oh, the little birds in the nest come back onto your knees. They were very curious. They thought, yeah, that looks so cool. Let's try. So one day, they were hanging upside down. Come onto the hands and the knees again. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up high. Whoa! They thought it was brilliant. For about 5 minutes, they thought, yes, this is really, really cool. But then Mama Bird came home and she saw what they were doing and she said, this is not cool. You can fall down and break your neck. So she said to Stellaluna, Stellaluna, you have to behave like a bird. If you are in my nest and you're living with my children, you need to do the same things. Otherwise, my place is not a special place and my babies are not safe. Promise me, you behave like a bird. And that's what Stellaluna said she would do. She would be like a bird, even though she felt she was not a bird. All right, let's see what happens next. She was very happy when one day Mama Bird said, today we're going to learn how to fly. So stand up. And they would come to a big tree and they come to the front of your mat and stay here. Look at your feet and wiggle with your toes because you will get ready to fly. So then step one foot back, a big step back, and then bend your front knee, and then let's get your wings ready. So she said, lift your wings all the way up, reach up high. Can you do that? Oh, yes, said the birds, we can do that. Yes, said Stellaluna, I can do that too. So put your hands back onto your hips, step forward. Let's see if you can do this on the other side. Step all the way back and bend your knee and lift one wing up and then the second wing. Oh, I can do that too, Stellaluna thought. My wings are like bird wings. Oh, said Mama Bird, this is not it yet. Let's try something else. Come to the middle of your mat and then walk your feet out wide. Put your hands onto your hips and then turn your feet in. Let's see, said Mama Bird, if you can do that. Turn your foot out. We come into surfer pose. I think you remember what that is, right? Then bend your front knee and lift your arms. Whoa, said Stellaluna, this feels really good. Look how long my wings are. They were actually a little bit bigger and longer than the bird wings. But she didn't think about that. She thought, oh, whoa, I can do it. Then straighten the knee, put your hands onto your hips, turn that front foot in and turn the other foot out. Same thing on this side. Can you do that? Bend your front knee, lift both arms. Yes, I can see some of you. Awesome. Perfect. Now, reach, reach, reach. See how that feels. Do you feel strong? Strong wings? And then straighten the front knee. Bring your hands back down. And heel toe your way back together. So, she said, now, after 3, you jump from the branch and you will fly. Stellaluna thought, I hope I can do that. I really want to be like a bird. Let's get ready. 1, 2, and 3. Boom! She was jumping up. And let's come on to one foot and maybe bend the front knee. You can keep that back here down and come into airplane pose. I'm a little too close to my bookshelf. Airplane pose. So lift your back foot and see if you can fly. And Stellaluna thought, oh, I can. I'm just like a bird. I can fly just like them. And then lower the foot. And let's try this on the other side. Step all the way back. Bend your front knee. And you can keep the back toe on. If it feels a bit wobbly, you're first time flyers. That's not an easy pose, right? If you are ready, maybe you want to try this. And if it's wobbly, that's good. You're just learning, right? So lift up. Whoa. They were all flying. How great is that, Stellaluna thought. I am just like a bird. But then they started to land, stand up tall, like a mountain pose, right? So all the birds, the 3 birds, flip, flitter, and flap, I think, They were landing very graceful. Have your feet out like this. Put your hands onto your hips and make sure your feet are turning out, right? Then maybe put your hands in front of your chest and then come into frog pose. And they are landing very gracefully on a branch. First, flitter, come back up, and then flap. Flap was landing very gracefully on the branch. And then the last one was flap. Was it? I forgot. My last bird was sitting on the branch. Oh, Stellaluna was so impressed. They looked so beautiful the way they were landing. They were sitting with their feet on the branch. Oh, Stellaluna thought, yes, I'm trying exactly the same. So she was flying, lift your arms all the way up and lower back down. Do 2 more times. Lift all the way up and all the way down. Could she land on the branch? Oh, so she got ready. Come to the beginning of the mat and do the same thing. Put your hands in front of your chest and land down in frog pose. But, oh no, she was rolling around on the branch. Whoa, roll like a ball. 1, do it again. 2, and again. 3. Oh, how embarrassing. She was landing with her feet on the branch, but upside down. Not at all like a bird. Oh no, she was very embarrassed. So she thought, tomorrow I'm gonna fly all day long and nobody will see how clumsy I am. And that's what they did. The next day, they all went out. Let's see. They were flying for a long, long time. Let's see. Let's see like this. Open your arms, or open your feet like this. They were flying until the sun went down and the moon came up and all the stars were twinkling in the night sky. Lift your arms to the sides and come into star pose. So how many corners has a star? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 corners. And they were twinkling. Can you twinkle a little bit? Oh, yay! I can see you twinkling. Good stuff. All right. So she was flying and she was all by herself and she got tired. So she started to look for a tree where she could land. But she had promised to be a very, very good bird. So she landed not on her feet. She was hanging all the way up. Stretch your arms all the way up into the sky. She was landing on a branch and she was holding on with her thumbs and with her fingers. So let's come into a pose. It's called King Dancer pose, but we use this pose to look like Stellaluna hanging in a branch. So hold on to one foot. Push the foot into your hand. And if you like, you can hold on to something. Maybe a chair, maybe on the couch, maybe a table. And then maybe you can hold on to the branch like Stellaluna did. Oh, whoa. She got tired, but she finally fell asleep. Now switch your legs. Hold on the other side, right? Again, if you feel like holding on to something, please hold on to something. That's very important, right? And then you can see how you feel. And if you feel safe, then you can let go. Maybe you want to stay like this. Maybe you want to lift your arm all the way up. And maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to have your hand on your hip. That's fine too. This is a tough pose, right? So Stellaluna was hanging and she did not hear the flap, the soft flapping of other bad wings. Now let's become bad wings. And one more time. All the way up. Suddenly, she heard somebody saying, "Hey, what are you doing? You are hanging upside down." "What?" Stellaluna said. "Come, oh yes, open up your feet wide like this. I'm just going to do it on the side. And then again, hold on to your hips. And forward, all the way forward. And then look at Stellaluna. She was hanging upside down." But Stellaluna said, "Come on to your fingertips and come into a straight back." Stellaluna said, "You are hanging upside down. I'm the right way up." And the other bat was saying, "No, you are. Can you hold on with or point out with two hands? You are a bat. And a bat is hanging down on her feet, so you are upside down." Oh, whoa, there are so many. Come all the way back down into crisscross applesauce. There were so many bats coming, looking at this strange creature, this strange bat hanging upside down in a tree. They had never seen anything like it. And then Stellaluna told them what happened to her. And she told them that she was awake all day long. They thought all day long, your poor eyes. Rub your hands and cover your eyes. Calm the eyes down. And they said, "You ate what? Bugs?" "Yes," Stellaluna said, "I ate so many bugs. Let's come into a bug pose. So come onto your backs and bring your knees all the way up. And then lift your head and lift your arms. Are you all there? And then let's stretch out the right arm and the left leg and bring it back. And then the other side and bring it back. One arm, one leg and back. And one more time and back. Whoa, bugs, really?" And suddenly she heard a very, very nervous flapping of wings. And a bat came over and sniffed all over Stellaluna. And she said, "Oh, you are Stellaluna, you are my baby." And Stellaluna said, "You are my mom. You survived the owl attack." And lift your arms all the way to the side and give that mama bat a big hug. And then stretch your arms out again and give Stellaluna a big hug. They were so happy. They found each other. So Stellaluna's mom says, "Stellaluna, come with me. Come with us. I show you the most beautiful mango tree. And you will have the most delicious dinner that you would ever have. That you ever had." So come onto the head or onto your feet again, and let's come together into tree pose. So put your hands onto your hips, bend one knee just a little, and put that heel on top of your foot. And then close your eyes for a moment and imagine little roots growing out of your feet down deep into the ground. And then feel your strong tree trunk, your belly, your core. Put your hands onto or in front of your chest. And if you're ready, if you like, you can grow branches all the way up into the sky. That was a beautiful sight. Stellaluna could smell the mangoes. So slowly bring your tree branches back together because we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Put your hands onto your hips and slowly switch. Bring your heel again on top of your foot. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Imagine those roots growing down into the ground, and let's grow some beautiful mango tree branches. Oh, that was fantastic. She landed in that mango tree, and she landed the way all bats land in a tree. She was hanging upside down. So let's just go upside down one more time. Lift your legs all the way up. Maybe wiggle with your feet. Maybe wiggle with your toes. Maybe bend your knees. And then come back up into a seated position and stretch your legs out wide. Put your hands right in the middle. And if your knees are a little bit bent, perfect, don't worry about that. And Stellaluna and her mom ate that mango, and it was the best thing Stellaluna ever had. So move slowly forward, and maybe you can lean forward and eat that mango. Whoa, Stellaluna couldn't get over. Let me see where I am. Stellaluna could not get over that beautiful taste. So her first thought was, my friends, the birds, I want to tell them about my family. So she was flying over to the bird's nest. And she said, I found my mom. I found my family. Please, would you like to come with me? And we can fly all night. And the bird said, okay, we can't see anything at night. But Stellaluna said, yes, you can follow me. So they start flying, come back into airplane mode. And this time maybe we do it a little different. So, but it's up to you. So you can put one foot in the back and you can keep your hands onto your hips. And you can fly like this or like this. And maybe if you want to, you can put your arms right behind you like this and just try to fly. But the birds could not see anything, and they would fall down into the darkness. Come onto your other foot and try again flying like that again. So your choice. You can fly like this, or you can fly and lift your leg up. They could not see anything, and they would fall down, down, down. So maybe you can touch the floor, walk your hands out, and maybe walk your feet back and come into downward facing dog. Oh no, they were falling, falling, falling. But Stellaluna caught them because with her perfect eyesight at night, she could see everything. So she caught Flip and Pip and Flipper. I probably said those names wrong. But when you read the book, you can tell me the names next time, all right? So put your hands to the side and we're going to catch those three birds, okay? Now, reach all the way up to one side and catch one bird. And then come back down. Reach all the way to the other side. Catch the other bird. And then lift your arms all the way up and we are catching the last bird. Now they were all sitting on the branch and they were very, very upset. The bird said, oh, why can you not be like us? And Stellaluna said, well, why can you not be a little bit like me? But then they realized one very, very important thing, that they had one thing in common. Lift your arms out wide and give all three birds and Stellaluna a big, big hug, because they realized that they were friends. And that was the most important thing. No matter how different they were, they loved each other and they were friends. Stretch the arms out one more time. And then cross the arms and give yourself one more big hug. All right. So now we are lying on the back. So let's get ready for a little bit of relaxation, right? So what we do is we lie on our backs. And because today is Bat Week, it's the start of Bat Week, if you have a wall, you can lift your legs and put them onto the wall like this. So if you are at home and you want to put your legs up for our little relaxation, you can definitely do that and see how it feels. You can tell me later on how it feels. All right, so let's lie down. And when you're ready, when you are comfortable and you find that very relaxed position on the floor, maybe with your knees bent if you don't like your legs up in the air, or maybe with your legs stretched out. Then just start slowly taking a breath in and out. And close your eyes and relax all the muscles. Just follow your breath. It's almost like when you're falling asleep. Let go of all your thoughts and start to become very still and quiet. With every breath, you relax a little bit more until you feel you don't have to move at all. And then imagine you can see the door. And right over the door is your name written on it. The door looks beautiful and very inviting. Oh, you want to go through that door, and you open that door, and you step into your special place. Maybe your special place is outside in nature. Maybe it's a tree. Maybe it's by a little stream or by a lake. Maybe it's somewhere inside, in a room that is just for you. Everything that you would like is in that room. It even smells good. Maybe it is somewhere that is new and magical and just lives in your heart. But this special place is just for you. You walk around your special place and you look at everything you can see. Look at everything that is in that special place so that if you like, you can draw a picture later on. In this special place, you feel safe. And let's just be for 1 minute in that special place. Now slowly start wiggling your toes and wiggle your fingers. And then stretch your legs and stretch your arms like you're waking up in the morning. And when you're ready, bend one and then the other. And slowly roll onto one side and make a pillow with your arm. And just lie here for another moment. And when you're ready, you can push yourself up into a seated position. You can cross your legs and then you can bring your hands in front of your chest. And then after 3, we say namaste together. 1, 2, 3. Namaste.